Hey, Buzzheads, Curtis Tucker here with Enid Buzz. I have got Mark Freed here on with me. He is the CEO of the Alzheimer Association here in Oklahoma. Mark, welcome to Enid Buzz. It's great to have you on here.
Well, thank you. It's a pleasure.
There's so much of this COVID stuff going on, and so many people's lives have been disrupted, and so many events. And I know that on Enid Buzz, I am having to post that events are canceled almost every single day. But the one thing that we want everybody to know is the Walk to End Alzheimer has not been canceled.
That's correct. We are still doing the Walk to End Alzheimer's this year. That has not changed. Now, how we're doing it is going to look different. So in the past, it's always been out in public, gathering as a group. And this year that is different. We are going to be, we will have an online, a live element to it. And so folks will watch the opening ceremony live. And watch it online, and then they will take it to the streets. They'll walk their neighborhoods, they'll go to a park, they'll walk around a high school track, whatever the case is for them. But one thing's for sure, we are not doing away with the event. The event's far too important, and the cause is far too important to too many people.
Yeah, so people can still form, there's still time to form teams, correct? Or to donate to the teams that are already set up?
Absolutely, and really, the way that the Walk to End Alzheimer's works, the best way for us to have the kind of fundraising success that we need, that the cause needs, is for as many people as possible to join, to start a team, to have a team with their family, with their friends, with their coworkers, their neighbors, whoever it may be, to have teams and have as many people be a part of it as possible. And then from there, for everyone who is a member of the team to start their fundraising and ask their friends and family to donate to support their efforts.
Okay, and they still have time because the actual walk is this Saturday, which we kind of want everybody to get online and kind of do this together. But if somebody were to miss out and can't show up on Saturday, there's still plenty of time to be able to do this next week, next weekend, a month from now. Kind of describe that.
Well, the Walk to End Alzheimer's, it's an event that happens on a day, and we understand that. We also know that though August 29th is the day of the Enid Walk to End Alzheimer's, it's not as if Alzheimer's disease is going to be gone when we wake up on August 30th. And so we are in it for the long haul. And so folks go, even though they may be right up on it and just now finding out about it or have not started their efforts just yet, there's plenty of time. We will continue to raise money for this event to help us drive toward the goal that we have. And we will continue to do that throughout the rest of 2020. I think most people around the world would say that 2020 has been a bust so far, right?
Yeah.
But we have a chance to finish strong. Over these next few months, if the community of Enid and the surrounding areas will come together for this, and we can really take a big swing back at a disease that affects far too many people. It actually affects 67,000 Oklahomans today. They're living with the disease, and there's another 226,000 Oklahomans who are unpaid family caregivers who are walking through this journey. So we still have plenty of time to take a real bite out of this, and so we need as many people as possible to be a part of it. And so that's the key that I would like for people to understand, is that just because the walk's happening this Saturday, it doesn't mean that you can't be a part. Jump in, be a part of it, and continue to help us out for the next few months.
Yeah, great. And so there's kind of two ways that people can access all of this information. And I noticed that you guys have put out a lot more information that people can get online. But so you've got a website and you've got a mobile app. Tell us a little bit about both of those.
So if folks want to find out the details about the event itself, it's called Enid. Just go to enidwalk.org. And that is where they will register for the event. That's where they'll start their fundraising efforts. They'll go into their page on as they register, they'll go into what we refer to as the Participant Center. They can click on there. They can launch a Facebook fundraiser from there that will help them raise money for the Enid Walk. So that's number one. Number two is to simply download a smartphone app that is simply called Walk to End Alzheimer's. They put in their information, so once they've registered for an event, they download the app, they put in their password and everything, and it takes them onto the app, and then from the app they can fundraise from the app, and then on Walk Day, that app will be a part of it. They can watch the ceremony online at 9 a.m. on Saturday morning. And then from there, as they then start their walk, they'll be able to open up that app, and there are things they can do that really do make this an experience. It's all about engagement. We're, like, as you said, we are not canceling. Not only are we not canceling, but we are doing everything we can to give folks a true experience, because we need as many folks to be a part of this as possible.
Yeah. Now, here's a question that I guess I haven't asked anybody yet. Now, normally when we show up to the walk, the big walk, everybody gets together on the courthouse lawn in downtown Enid. And again, that is not happening this year as a big group. Normally, the people that donate a certain amount of money, they get a really cool purple t-shirt. We do the ceremony. We all get the really cool flowers, which I've got a collection of those here around the house. What's happening as far as t-shirts and flowers this year?
So t-shirts are the same. So the way that someone earns a t-shirt for the Walk to End Alzheimer's is that they have to raise a minimum of $100.
Okay.
So they can buy it, I guess you could say, but really what we want people to do is to use this as an opportunity to get as many people involved in the fight as possible. So if you raise a minimum of $100, you will earn your Enid Walk to End Alzheimer's shirt. And once you hit that $100, then the t-shirt will be mailed to you. Now, with that said, the cutoff for that, for earning your shirt, is 1 month after walk day. So the walk is August the 29th in Enid. So when you get towards the end of September, that will be the cutoff day for earning your Enid Walk to End Alzheimer's shirt. So we do have, again, plenty of time. To raise $100 is very, very simple.
Yeah.
One of the things that people do that we have seen is by simply going online, you register, and then you get the first olive out of the jar. You make that very first donation yourself, of whatever level works for you. We know that those who donate to their efforts, when they self-donate, they raise an average of $89 more than those who don't donate. And it's just because people see that you have skin in the game and they're willing to help out. And we know that people want to support their friends and their family. They want to help them. And this is something that they can do just to kind of get the ball rolling on that. And people will fall in, and they'll want to be a part of the effort too.
Wow. Very cool. And again, so the big event, the kind of fun, let's all join together event, which is going to be online. 9 a.m. this Saturday, but then at 10 o'clock here in Enid, Oklahoma, we are going to have the flowers set out, and we're going to have a drive-by memorial, or what do they call it? Memorial garden?
Yeah, Promise Flower Garden.
Promise Flower. Tell us a little bit about that.
So for those who haven't been a part of the Walk to End Alzheimer's before, as we've come together into the public square and folks come and are part of that event, everyone has a chance to pick one of 4 different colored flowers. Each one represents a different aspect of the disease. And then we have a whole ceremony where different people will raise their flowers at different times, and you'll end up having this very colorful garden that's all tied to Alzheimer's disease. Now, because we're not coming together this year, there's a couple of things that will happen. As they register for the event, there will be flags that have pictures of the Promise flowers that will be mailed to them that they can put in their front garden, and they can give out to those who donate to them. There's a variety of things they could do with those.
Oh, cool.
And with that said, you mentioned the flower garden that folks can drive by. We're going to take those flowers that you mentioned that you already have a collection of, and we're going to put those in the ground, and people can drive by for a couple of hours. It will start at 10 o'clock on Saturday morning. People can drive by. They'll be able to see it. It really does raise the awareness about Alzheimer's disease and the impact it has on so many. And at the same time, they can look at it and say, I'm a part of that event. I'm making a difference, along with all those folks who are represented in that garden.
Yeah. So when people ask you, what are those things down there on the courthouse lawn? You guys watching this video can explain that. And I'm going to be down there with Sarah, who also is part of the Alzheimer's Association. And we're going to go live at 10 a.m. as part of that ceremony. And it's going to be a reminder to everybody that maybe didn't see this video that, hey, come on down, drive by. Don't forget, you still have time to walk, and raise money. Now, what I did notice on the Alzheimer's Facebook page is links to a lot of resources. You guys, and this is maybe unrelated to donation and raising money, but let's say you have a family member that has Alzheimer's. Kind of describe some of the resources you guys have. They're very valuable there online.
Well, I think first and foremost, people recognize that we're here as an organization trying to put ourselves out of business, trying to advance research to find a cure. And that is absolutely at the heart of what we do. But until that day comes, we're here to walk with those who are going through this process, this journey that has so many different layers to it. And so we offer a variety of care and support programs for free for anybody who is impacted by the disease. When they need help, they have questions, they're looking for solutions for whatever the situation might be for them, and we walk with them through that. Some of the information is online. We also can connect them with folks from our staff who will talk with them and do a care consultation with them. We do a variety of community education events that at this point in time are all online as well. And so there's the best way to deal with a situation that is stressful, that is heartbreaking, that is difficult, is to have more and more information and truly understand what your options are. And so we try to put together as many as many ways to provide that information as possible. So they can go to our website at alz.org, start there. From there, we can get pamphlets in their hands. We can get more reading materials. We can connect them to our staff who can work with them. And so that's how are we able to do that? It's truly through the success of events like the Walk to End Alzheimer's. The event itself, nationwide, it's the largest single fundraiser to fight Alzheimer's disease in the world. And
Wow.
we do it every single year. And this year, notwithstanding, we are continuing to march forward on this, and it's because it's absolutely needed. There are folks who are going through this. It's so difficult, and in the midst of a global pandemic that has affected so many, we know that we have to continue with our efforts. And for us here in the state, the impact of COVID-19 has had an impact on us.
Yeah.
We have our staff, just so that people understand, we've lost about a third of the positions
Wow.
because of the pandemic, just because revenue has changed and the dollars coming in. And so it has impacted what we do. Now, it doesn't mean that we've stopped what we do. We've just had to become creative and change how we deliver that support to families who need us through support groups that are now virtual and through Zoom meetings like this, or they're connecting with community education online like this. And so we've had to get a little more creative because of just some of the nuances of how COVID-19 is impacting us. And on top of that, it has taken a toll on us as an organization. But we're not going to give any ground to this disease. We're not going to give up and raise the white flag. We're going to continue to charge forward and work until we have a day without Alzheimer's disease and all other dementias.
Yeah, very cool. And so, you guys are working on a smaller staff, and it takes a whole community. That's why we've got these volunteers. That's why we ask everybody here in Enid to walk or to donate. It takes a whole group of people to do this, but it also takes a couple of sponsors. Do you know the big sponsors here in Enid that we can give a shout out? Because without them, a lot of the things that are going on could not happen.
You bet. Hutch's has been just a tremendous supporter of ours. They've been incredible. They're a true partner in what we're doing. They have just used their stations to as an opportunity to raise awareness, and from that has helped them donate and be a lead sponsor for us. And so with that kind of leadership, that starts to drive the success that we need. So for us, with that said, the corporate sponsors and the businesses, they are really crucial. They're important. They get the ball going. Where, with that said, it's usually about 10 to 15% of the overall revenue that we raise in this event comes from the sponsorships. The remainder of it comes from people in the community who register, who sign up, and they fundraise themselves. And so when people may feel like, well, I can't do a whole lot. I can't raise a whole lot. I don't have a lot of money myself. And that's totally fine. And we understand that. But how are we going to do this? It's going to be by having 4, 5, 7, 800 people from the Enid area to register for the event, and everybody does their part, just does a little bit. If all those folks raise $50, $100, $200, then all of a sudden it all becomes this big effort that unites and galvanizes a community towards this one common foe. And in the process, it's a way for us to take a swing back at this global issue and we're doing it from the small corner of the globe that we occupy. So we want as many people as possible to be a part of this event. And if they're not able to walk and be a part of it on Saturday and be able to see it, after the event happens, after the online event happens, that video will still, the video of the event will still be up and people can go and watch it and see what that looked like on walk day. And so we want to encourage people to not look at it, well, it's the 29th and I wasn't a part of it. We still have time and we need as many partners in this fight as we can have.
Okay, great. Sounds like a great event. I'm kind of sad that we're not all getting together and walking around the square. But again, if you want to walk around the square, if you get down there and there's a few other people walking, social distance, mask, but pick a time when you want to go down there to the courthouse lawn. You'll be able to see the memory garden there, and you can walk around the square just like normal and rack those points up, those miles up, and get your family, your friends, your neighbors to donate to you. And let's get as much money as we can, because I know Alzheimer's, it's just growing. It seems like we know more and more people every year that have it, and it is not a pretty disease. So everybody, if we can all do, again, like you said, $10. If we all in Enid, everybody in Enid gave $10, man, that would be so cool. So anything else, Mark, before we get out of here?
No, just to say that this event has always brought together just a great feeling of camaraderie within the community. We're looking forward to a great event this year. It's actually, we have 7 walked End Alzheimer's events in the state of Oklahoma, and this kicks it all off. So Enid had the chance to kind of set the tone for us for walk season, and we're looking forward to a great day on Saturday, and then to continue to chase that goal of fundraising for the next few months, and to really finish off 2020 and really put 2020 back in its face. That's what I'd love to see us do.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Mark. Yeah. Everybody out there, please donate, please walk. Let's make something positive out of 2020. This might as well be the thing. So let's all get involved and help these guys out. And we'll see you guys online on Saturday, August 29th.
All right.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you.